Hey everybody, Katrina here with Gal Gone Camping, and just want to find out where you guys are at today. I'm going to tell you where I'm not. If you can see where I am, you see snow, and yeah, I'm going to tell you all about it. I'll tell you where I want to be, but this is not it. Anyway, got some things I want to talk to you about. Don't do what I did. That's going to be coming up in my next blog post, and I'm going to tell y'all what I did that I shouldn't have done. More than one thing, you guys, so if you want to hear all about that, come on back. See you in a few. Hey, welcome back, you guys. So, like I said, if y'all can see here, I'm in the minivan in my micro mini camper right now, and just about to turn my camera over. I'm telling you, it's just not going well right now. So, once again, I missed the RTR. If you guys are familiar with that, I'm sure a lot of you are. You probably wouldn't be tuning into channels like this. But the RTR, for those of you who don't know, is the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. And that is a huge, big rally held out in the desert of Arizona, in the Quartzsite, Arizona area, every year in January. And they just had it, and I didn't get to go again. And what it is a big rally that has everything to do with the nomadic lifestyle. You know, if you are thinking about, if you are or have considered living the mobile lifestyle, it is a rally that teaches you about all of those things. There's lots of different speakers, and you learn so much. And it was founded by Bob Wells, who was the founder of Cheap RV Living website and a YouTube channel. And he also has co-founded Homes on Wheels Alliance, or HOWA, which is another great site. If y'all haven't been over to that, please check that out. You can learn so much about this lifestyle. So anyway, this makes about 4 years that I have planned to get out there, and while it is a perfect time in the desert of Arizona to hold an event like that, here in my neck of the woods, which you can see behind me, this is what we've got. And you know, January, the winter weather here in Kentucky is very unpredictable. I mean, it could be very mild to very severe. We may not have any snow to having an ice storm like we did just this past year, last February. And, you know, to plan on being gone, for me, here in this area during that time of year, it makes it difficult because, you know, I have to plan way ahead for that, to go somewhere that far, and definitely have to make arrangements for my pet and house sitters to be able to be here. And you know, if the weather is bad, you know, road conditions are definitely a problem if they can't get here. So hopefully, I'm going to say it again, I'm going to say maybe next year, and you know, we'll see. I'm going to tentatively plan on it. I'm really going to plan on it hard. There's only, I know how I'm going to do it, and I know what I need, because I'm going to have to fly and rent a vehicle to do that, because I can't take that much time in driving, because it, you know, it lasts pretty much all week. And even if I didn't stay all week, it's 3 days driving out there and 3 days back, and I just can't do that. So I'm going to fly, rent a vehicle, and like mine, a minivan like mine, and check the gear that I would need in a big old suitcase that I've got. And this is going to work. It's just a matter of when can I do it. So hopefully next year, you guys. So that's one thing I'm going to say. Don't do what I did. Don't miss the RTR if y'all can at all. Make plans to be there next year, and maybe I'll see you there. So yeah, these temperatures, you guys, you know, I hate winter. I hate cold weather. It's pretty. I mean, look at that. It's beautiful, and the snow's pretty and all that, but I'm telling you what a hassle, and it's killing me. It's like it got like to 12 degrees last night or lower, you know, so it's craziness. But anyway, comment. I want to know where you guys are at today. If you're watching this, wherever you are, shout out in the comments. You know, greetings from Arizona, greetings from Virginia. Tell me where you're at. Just put in the comments where you guys are, and I'll tell you where I'm not. And that's in Arizona at the RTR. So, oh, you guys, something else I don't want you to do that happened to me just a couple weeks ago. You know, this ice here has been, you know, it's not been bad this year like an ice storm, but you know, you always got to watch in these freezing temperatures about the ice. So I try to keep my area here, my little shanty on the river. That's where I'm at, if y'all can see. Can you see the river here? Can you see that? Yeah, I call it, this is my little shanty on the river, and I do love that. That's my view, and I love it. But I keep my area here, try to keep my deck swept off and the steps and all that, and keep salt down. But I fell, not here, but I fell stopping at a store. So on my way home, stopped at the dollar store. You know, it was clear. I didn't see any ice, and I went to put a purchase in my passenger side, and was going around the front of the vehicle to get onto my side, and I fell. I didn't see it. I think it was like slushy ice mixed with mud, and I just did not see it. And I had winter boots on with a good rubber sole, solid sole on there, and I still fell, y'all. I hit on my left knee so hard. I mean, I was down before I knew what happened. I hit so hard, and I caught myself with my right hand, so I was very fortunate that I didn't bust my kneecap and break my wrist. Really, I really am. But it took my breath out. I mean, it really took it out of me. Took my breath away, and I froze. I just froze there in that position until I could get my bearings to straighten up and get in the vehicle. And, you know, I'm putting a blog post about that. You know, it was kind of funny because after, and not so much then, but now it was funny because when I got in the vehicle, I felt like I had to poopy. And, you know, I just started rolling, laughing, and think as I was headed home, I'm thinking, well, I guess you could say it kind of knocked the shit out of me. It really did. I mean, and I was sore. I was sore. It's still a little bit sore, and it didn't bruise like I thought it would, but I was sore. Couldn't walk really the next day, and had to take off work. But I'm okay now. Everything's good. I hate winter. Hate ice. So don't do what I did. Don't fall on the ice. Please, you guys, be so careful. It is so dangerous. I mean, you can fall in just a heartbeat, and, you know, it don't take much to break a bone and or really mess yourself up bad. So please be careful and don't do what I did. That's one of the things. You all, this next thing's kind of embarrassing. So this is what happened. I had to drive somewhere. I was on my way to go do something that it wasn't a have-to case that day. I was trying to get it done kind of ahead of time, get things out of the way, but I didn't have to go in that direction that day. And I came upon an accident where traffic was backed up for miles. And actually I had heard about it. I didn't realize it was the same one or whatever. I'd heard that there was an accident on this road, but I didn't know. I mean, this was like hours ago. I didn't know it was still there. And I mean, I was coming up on it. And as I was coming up to it, you know, I thought, oh God, I need to try to turn around before I get caught in this mess. That was my thought process. So I started slowing down, you know, looking behind me. There was nothing behind me. And before I got to where it all was, and there was, you know, cops everywhere, state and local cops everywhere, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to get out of this. I don't want to get held up, because this could be, I don't know how long this is going to take. If I get in the line and headed back and I can't get through. So I knew, I mean, I thought that I had just passed one of the, this was on a 4-lane highway, and I thought I had just passed one of the U-turn sections, you know, the little cut-throughs to get over to the other lane, so I could just whip around and turn, get out of their way, and get back. And I thought I had just passed it. Well, you know, so my other option was to, like, slow down, back up, and get on my side of the shoulder, and just back up until I found the little cut-through place. Or, you know, whip around, turn around, and get on the other shoulder, still in that lane, but get on the shoulder, which meant I would have been, you know, going towards oncoming traffic. But still, I thought it was just right there, the little cut-through place. Well, as soon as I whipped around, here come an officer. And so I knew he wasn't going to be happy, but I rolled down the window to explain, you know, try to explain what I was doing, and he was mortified. He looked like he was mortified, and, you know, he said, what are you doing? And I explained to him, I said, I'm trying to get turned around so I don't get caught in this. I said, I thought I had just passed one of those little U-turn sections, and I was trying to get back to it so I could, you know, just turn around and get out here before I even got this close to the accident. And he said, actually, he knew my name. I mean, he knew me. This was actually like the sheriff, and I knew who he was. And he said, Katrina, He said, what you did was highly illegal. And I felt so reprimanded, so scolded, and I said, I'm sorry. I said, I'm sorry. I just thought that I had just passed it, and I knew I could just get right back there and get turned around real quick. He told me I was really close to getting a citation. And once again, I apologized. And I was sincere. I really did. I really was, because I knew I really shouldn't have done that. He said, you've got to go on like you were going, and get in line, go down to the end of the line and get in line to head back, or, go on, or cut through some other way. So I'm like, okay. I just went on. He watched me till I turned around to make sure nothing was coming. But you guys, there was never no real danger. I mean, I'm very, very, very careful in anything that I do when it comes to driving. I really am. And I looked all around. When I turned around like that there to get on that shoulder, there was nothing coming. There was no danger. There was no danger of me being hit. It was just against, it wasn't a rule of the road. It was against the law, because you were coming in oncoming traffic, but it wasn't, there was no danger. I wouldn't have done it, but still, it was wrong. It was wrong. And so I went on my way, done what I had to do, and by the time I got back, it was all cleared up, So, but don't do what I did, you guys. That was, like I said, there was no real danger, but I was in the wrong. And this officer was just doing his job. He was in the right. He was doing his job, and I'm so thankful that he didn't give me a ticket. He gave me a chance and let me go on, and just reminded me not to do anything like that, and I shouldn't have. I was in the wrong, and he was just doing his job, so please don't do what I did. And I am very sorry. I felt bad for what I done, and I really did. And so anyway, don't do what I did. Okay, what else? You guys, if you notice, I got my Steelers scarf on, and that was directly from Heinz Field a few years ago when my son and I went to see the Steelers play for the first time. Man, what an event that was. I'll never forget it. That's one of the highlights of my life. As y'all know, I've been a Steelers fan since I was like 10 years old, and a huge, huge fan. And as you also know, they didn't do too well this year. In fact, they haven't done well in the last 2 or 3 years. And, you get all caught up in your football team, and you want them to win, and you get aggravated when they mess up and when they're not doing good and they go on a losing streak and all that. We all do that. Well, back in November, I don't know how many football fans I got out there, but I did a video, and it was when they lost. They had a complete blowout loss to the Cincinnati Bengals, which is like an arch rival. And I was so aggravated because it's just so uncalled for. And I was getting ready to make a video anyway, but I couldn't watch the rest of that. I was so aggravated. So I come out and made my video on what I was doing at that time. And I made mention in the video, and you'll see it if you go to that one, how aggravated I was. And that something had to be done about the Steelers program. They were in a bad way, and I'm like, is it time for a new coach? Is it time for a new quarterback? Is what I said. And I was just aggravated, and so if y'all had followed along, if you are football fans, you know that the Steelers did, by some miracle, make it into a wild card spot for the playoffs. And that's, it was great that they did that, but that's as far as they got. I was hoping for some other miracle, and they would go on, and, I was dreaming. And they, of course, lost. But then right after that, being Roethlisberger, our quarterback for the last 18 years for Pittsburgh, officially announced his retirement. And y'all, I am crushed. I am so sad. I literally am so sad over that, even though I knew his career was coming to an end, and what a career it's been. 18 years with the same team, and I so admire him for that. I love Ben, and he's been a great quarterback. Took us to a couple Super Bowls and several playoffs, and I'm just, I love him, and I wish him well. And, you don't know these people. That's not really what it's about. He is a great athlete. He's been great for the Pittsburgh Steelers for all these years. But, other things like that affect me. When like an iconic music artist or movie star or a show ends or something like that. Something, it's not particularly just that. It's the fact that it represents the end of an era. It represents the end of an era, or the time period that you were growing up in, or something that was always around, as when you were a kid or whatever. And it's just the fact that it's gone now, and it's never going to be back, and it's never going to be the same. And that's what it is when something like that, like just like his retirement, you know. Of course, when I was growing up, the great quarterback for that team was Lynn Swann. You know, I mean, he's phenomenal. You know, he was a phenomenal player, and that came to an end. You know, the Steelers' reign come to an end. You know, you go through those times when they just have to rebuild their team and this and that, and that's what's going to happen for us after post-Ben, you know, but whatever. But it's just sad, and don't do what I did. What did I do? Yeah, I mean, I got caught up in the football moment and the aggravation, but I said something I shouldn't have said. Not that it really means anything, but I said, you know, we should probably get a new quarterback, and I feel so bad about that now. Ben, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I said that. I love you. So you guys, another thing, don't do what I did. I mean, it's just football, like I said. But you know, it is a lesson learned that we can take away, is that think before you speak. I mean, when you're talking about serious stuff, think before you speak, because you don't want to say something you're going to regret. I mean, on the serious note of it, you know, and that happens. We all are guilty of it. We all are. But, you know, let's try to remember to think before we speak. So, what else, you guys? I guess that's about it. Coming up, well, like I said, I'm missing the RTR, and I'm hearing the snow and ice and the 12-degree temperatures, and I'm not in Arizona, in sunny Arizona, in the desert, learning all about the nomadic lifestyle, and that's where I want to be. Maybe next year. That's all I can say. But be sure and comment where you are today. I want to hear from y'all. And so for Ben and for the Pittsburgh Steelers, I've got my scarf on, and I'll always treasure this because it is directly from Heinz Field. Got a toboggan too to match it. But so what's coming up, you guys? I am experimenting with a candle heater. I don't know if y'all have ever seen some videos of people that do the candle heaters. It puts out a little bit of heat in a small space. It does work with the terracotta pots and that kind of thing. Well, I had something that I already had. You know, I'm a big believer in using what you already have, and so I've got to add another piece to it, and I'm going to test that, see how that works. What else? I had a heated throw, and it tore up a couple years ago, and I'm going to get another one, and I'm going to test it on my Eco Riverflow Max power station that I keep is my power source here for camping and van use, and I'm going to see how many amps it pulls and how long it lasts, like through the night. I'm going to test that out. And oh, I just found a great storage idea. I've got it actually in my shanty on the river here. I've got it in my home, in my studio. Y'all, I converted my dining room into a music studio slash creation studio for my gift basket biz, and I'm loving that. So I'm using it for there now, but it is going to be absolutely perfect for this minivan, and I'm going to show you that. I have to wait till this weather gets better till I can rearrange all this back here, because I'm going to be doing some upgrades, going to be doing some things differently in the van setup in here. But that is going to work perfect, and I can't wait to show you. And it's really reasonably priced. So that's coming up, and a lot more, you guys. I'm going to be doing some more product reviews and a lot more things. So y'all stay tuned, and don't do what I did on some of these things. I just thought y'all would get a kick out of, you know, I don't break the law. Especially don't do that one. Don't break the law. Don't fall on the ice. Don't say things that you shouldn't say. Even if it is just getting aggravated about sports. I mean, you know, there is a takeaway from that. So anyway, oh, one more thing I wanted to show you guys before I head out. A friend of mine got me, I'm going to try to tilt this up where you can see it. Have you seen these steering wheel tray tables? Y'all have probably seen these. It's really sturdy plastic. It's got a great little cup holder here. Great place to put your iPad or your computer. You can eat here or whatever. Comes right up against my belly. Looks like I've been eating a little bit more than I should have. I shouldn't have eaten that last donut. If y'all get any value out of this, hit the thumbs up. I mean, you know, that's another thing. Don't do what I do. Don't eat too many donuts. Seriously. But my friend got me this for Christmas, and I am just now getting around to trying it out, and I love, love, love it. These are available from Amazon. I'm not sure if that's where he got it or not, but I love this. And the first time I saw this used, I didn't know about these, and had considered getting one, but I hadn't yet. But Linda from Serene and Simple Life, she is the first person I saw to use these, and I've seen them on some other channels, some van lifers and people that have other rigs that use these, and I love it. I will give this a big thumbs up. This is, and I don't, like I said, this is from Amazon. I'm not sure where he got that or not, at Amazon or somewhere else, but very sturdy, and it just clips on. If you can see that, it clips on the bottom of your steering wheel here. And it's real easy to use, easy to pack, easy to store, lightweight, and very sturdy, and I love it. Thank you, JD, for that great Christmas gift. People who know me know what to get me, don't they? Anyway, anything that could be used on the road, that's what I like. All right, you guys, stay warm, stay warm and safe, and you know, if you're in this winter kind of weather like I am, my God, just a few more weeks and spring will be here. Can't wait, can't come soon enough for me. And for those of y'all who are in the sunny parts of the country, great for you, and I hope to be in Arizona this time next year. So y'all, remember, don't wait to live. See you down the road.